Well, you've heard the expression, if these walls could talk. Well, our next guest says his walls definitely tell a story.
Yeah, we're happy to welcome back Tom Hignite, the founder of Miracle Homebuilders. Welcome back to the show.
Well, it's great to be back. It's getting to be a regular thing here.
We love it.
What we have today is a story about stories. How about that?
Like it.
And I'm going to do a quick drawing for you here. This is a typical ranch house. And a ranch house is a one-story home generally. And let's just put the garage coming off the front side here, okay?
Okay.
So we've got that. And here's our windows here, and here's our front door somewhere in here. And our side windows, there you go. Well, you know, your typical ranch house has a little bit of a wasted space issue. And we're trying to use that space nowadays for what we call a ranch two-story. This space right above here is attic space. Okay, and that attic space can be utilized. So our typical home that we have, and I think we have that in the first photograph here, our typical home that we have, there's a ranch. You can kind of see the right-hand side, but before we go inside, I want to give you a quick little peek on a detour. Go to the next photograph. We've got a front porch here that has an indoor-outdoor television. We did that last time I was here.
I like that, yeah.
And there's a television that's mounted inside a window. Let's go to the next one. There's a side view. We're using that attic space. And one more, just keep on progressing through the photographs there. There's another view of one that's using the side space, very similar to the first
colors.
one. Now here's the first floor. And I want you to look at the next angle, go to the next photograph. We've got a beamed ceiling. Now this is a flat ceiling. What you can't do with one of these is do a cathedral ceiling very easily. So there's the upstairs of it. This is 14 feet by 52 feet of space. And if you look in the very end there, you're going to see we have bedrooms and things like that up there. There's another view. Now this has a hole. That table you see is actually a hole going down to the first floor. If we look at the first floor of this house, you'll see that has circles in the ceiling, and one of those circles, if we go to the next photograph, is going to show you, I think I'm in this one, there we are, looking up through one of the circles, that bright light at the top is actually way up at the second floor inside that concealed area. So we'll just keep progressing through. What I want to do is show you something here with this house. We'll come right back to me live. I want to show you some items that are a little unusual. Most people know that corners in a home of the walls are square.
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is a little bit unusual product that's being introduced as of late. This is a typical round corner.
Yeah, hold it real still there.
This is a corner of a wall. I hope you can see that. This is sort of one surface. This is the edge. This is the other surface. I'm going to tilt it toward camera here so that you can see the rounded edges of the drywall. We're going to show you that in a photo in just a moment. But I want to show you another item. This is a drywall that's the same product but much larger with the curves. And then lastly, my third and last one to show you, is another sample that has angles on the corner so that the corners of your wall are angled instead of being square. Now I want to show you a progression of pictures of some other items, starting off with our next photograph. These are channels that go into drywall. We call this drywall sculpting because we're taking drywall, we're doing unusual things. There you can see how we've shown that in a long view. Let's go to the next shot. Now this is a typical square corner.
Yes.
Let's go to the next shot. You're going to see what a round corner looks like.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And that really softens the room.
It does.
Now, this is a shot of that molding up on top. This is a progression. Let's do about 4 shots very quickly here. We're going to get closer to it. This entire crown molding, or surround around the ceiling, is entirely made out of drywall product.
Really?
All of those moldings, there's no wood used in that whatsoever. And you can see how we're using angles and we're using rounds and we're mixing that all together. Here's a round square corner. It's both round and square. So if you're going to paint one room and have to transition to a color in another room, you can make that transition on the square. This is panelized ceilings. Take a look at the panelized walls and ceilings that are used in here, made with angled drywall corners and layers of drywall. You can see how this sill on this window is angled to go with the angled drywall corner that's at the bottom of the window. This is a round square being used for a mantle on a fireplace. You can see how it's got a large round to it. Now this, if we stayed here just for a moment, this is a framing around a patio door. We do these around windows as well. It's backlit. Go to the next shot. You'll see how we've constructed this to have sort of an inset so the lighting goes in it. And look at how we've angled that drywall. Get another shot at the bottom of that. You can kind of see how that's all angling in. And it makes a real beautiful design. There you see us using a panel on of drywall on an insert on a wall going up. This is a new item. I'm going to break for this. We're going to give a quick progression. We're going into a doorless closet. Now this is a doorless closet made with drywall going around the corner. You can see us going all the way in here. And just like in a movie theater where you don't have to touch a door if you go into a bathroom nowadays, this is the same concept. Excuse me. This is a doorless bathroom. Now this is what we call a resort bathroom, and I have something really neat I like here. I just want to show you a product here. This sink is a waterfall. You open up the faucet and out comes a waterfall.
That's
doing
beautiful,
a lot of fun
too.
things with sinks. So as you can see, today's story is about doing multi-stories. We're doing 2-story homes that actually have a 3rd floor on them because we're finishing out the attics of a 2-story. And we're also doing a lot of things with drywall. And where are we doing all this stuff? We're doing it at the Miracle Tour of Homes.
Yes, you are.
Right, we are.
So you can see all of these things inside the homes when you take the tour?
Yes, you can. And the tour, of course, is free.
Yes.
So, and we're only about 3 miles away from the MBA Home Parade, which is in Germantown. And we are about 1 3/4 miles north of Landon Road on 175 Appleton Avenue.
That's great. There was all the information. It's going on now through September 8th. Again, weekends from 12 to 5 and weeknights from 5 to 8 at Hartford and Germantown. Those are the only 2 weeknight locations. The rest are weekends. Here's how you can find out more about Miracle Tour of Homes. It's miracle-homes.com or call the phone number on your screen. It's 262-628-9091 for more information. Again, free to see all these innovations with Tom and all the great homes and products that they have available.
And we'll see you two next Wednesday.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Sounds good.
See you then. Have a great weekend.
Thanks, Tom.